Hey guys, what's going on?
Not a thing. We are both between project right now.
Well, I'm bored. Let's do something.
According to YouTube, Finkel is going live.
I said I was bored, not desperate. Not sure I can handle 12 hours of the rambling man today.
He rarely goes over 2, maybe 3 hours.
I think Muck's point is it seems like 12 hours. But what the hell? Let's see what he has to say for himself. But I'll tell you up front. As soon as the name Todd or Chris gets mentioned, I am out.
Okay, turn it on.
Okay.
It's the Finkel Show!
Today's show is brought to you by Comet. It killed the dinosaurs. It is coming for us next.
Hello. Hope you all could hear the intro. I didn't hear most of it because I'm still not used to using this browser. The thing keeps muting itself. But I just really want to compliment Finkel on that new intro. I think he did a good job with it. I got a couple things I want to mention about our old friend, Mr. Reiter. I have a short clip I'm going to show, but before I get to the main event, as I was watching his live stream from the other night, and there was a couple things about it. First of all, let's just say the theme of this short show is Chris Reiter is a fucking liar. Okay? He claims he doesn't lie. I'll give you examples. Chris was on our panel a while back. He got all pissed off and he said, and I remember, and you know what? I'm not bringing up all these clips. The truth is out there, folks, if you really care. I remember his exact words were, Finkel, I love you, but I'm never talking to you again. And he was back again a couple of days later getting on the panel, and he's always in chat talking. So, there's a lie. Another lie. Finkel, I don't want your money. We've turned your money down. We do not want your money. Well, if you see his live from the other day, which, by the way, he has graduated from the 10th fort to sitting in his truck doing them, which I'm disappointed because I did this great graphic for my one video of him being in his little blanket fort thing. Anyway, Finkel, I don't want your money. And that became, Finkel, I'm not reading your chats unless you put down $100. And Finkel, if you give me $500, I'll even have you come up on my panel. But he doesn't want Finkel's money. He doesn't care about Finkel's money. He does not care. No, Finkel, $10 isn't enough. I need $100 super chat or I'm not reading your little chats. Did I mention he's a fucking liar? Another thing I wanted to hit on, and this is more going out a bit to Tiffany, because in that same as I'm watching, we were talking about, I had criticized Chris about going live when Tiffany was upset the other day. And she's gone, Muckster, can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? What I was mad about was Chris telling people about it when I didn't want him to tell. Well, you know what? I actually already did a video about that a couple of days ago when Chris said, I don't understand women. When I said he went online where he could have been in there, he could have made her a hot chocolate and sat there holding her hand and says, women don't want that. Women do not want that. That's creepy or whatever he said. Well, I'll grant you. I agree. Tiffany's probably not that way. Tiffany wants to just leave her the fuck alone when she's upset until she works through it. Tiffany's not all women, you jackass. I know women who would want you to just sit there in the room quietly. They just want you to be present. They don't want you doing anything. Just sit there. There's other women that want you to hold them. They're all different. But my point to that whole thing that night was, I've never known any fucking woman that's going to be upset, and what they want is for you to go out there and get on YouTube and broadcast it to the entire fucking world, which is what Tiffany was then criticizing me. What I said was I didn't like him talking about it. You're a fucking asshole, Chris. Your woman that you claim to love was upset about something. What do? You gotta make it about yourself. You have to go on YouTube and say to people, look, I'm upset now because Tiffany's in there bawling her eyes out. I'm so upset that I'm going to put this stupid 2x4 on my door. And then I'm going to claim Finkel said I locked her in the bedroom. Did I mention Chris is a fucking asshole? I'm tired of you, Chris. As I've said in the description, nobody ever reads his descriptions, but if you had any sense at all, you would get off YouTube, shut the fuck up, and just let Tiffany handle business. She's so much smarter than you. She tries to be fair about people. You're the one that's out there being all paranoid, going, they're after my kids. Somebody had a ham and cheese sandwich. They're after the kids. Anyway. So let's, the whole thing that I decided, because I decided I wasn't going to go through and just get all those clips. I don't want to do one, but there's one clip I want to show here. Again, about Chris and his honesty. Is he has this stupid paranoid theory now that when Finkel did that whole JJ joke thing, and I don't care what JJ and all his Wrangler friends said later, they totally fell for it because they were freaking out even before he posted it, just from Finkel saying he was going to put up a video about J&J being indicted. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it was a thing, he put up an article about Johnson & Johnson. But as soon as Finkel said it's a thing about the indictment of J&J, and it has to do with selling drugs or something, I forget exactly. There was different, and they're like, that's it. We're going to sue him. We're going to sue him. And I remember us having a panel at the time, and Finkel was going to put the thing up the next day, but then we saw them freaking out about it. And I knew nothing about it except as it was coming up, I realized what Finkel had done. I didn't know exactly the Johnson & Johnson thing, but I knew he was screwing with them because he had even said it has nothing to do with any YouTube personalities. And I even sat here and I started singing, "You're so vain. I bet you think the lawsuit's about you." Anyway, but now they claim, oh no, we were playing along. We never said we were going to have you arrested. Yeah. Fuck you too, KFAR. Now I'm getting a little Finkel here and I'm rambling. I want to get to this clip that I did have where, like I said, it relates to that whole JJ thing. Because, and by the way, hello Nerdy, hello Carrie, hello Seven Cities. I think I missed somebody else up there. Hey Alan. Alan's my favorite sock puppet. He's always off pretending to be me or Killing Time or I don't know who else GS has claimed that Ellen is. But anyway, Chris has this stupid paranoid theory that Finkel was so worried about JJ getting him indicted that he made a deal now. And he's working with JJ, I don't know, spying for JJ. He's undercover agent for Meade County. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. But somehow they scared Finkel enough that he made this deal even before like anybody indicted him or arrested him. He was that afraid that they were going to come from Kentucky and haul him away that he made this backroom deal. And that's what this clip has to do with.
Well, you can't prove a lie because there wasn't one. And I can prove everything. I've never said nothing on this platform that I can't prove. I never said nothing on any social media platform that I can't back.
I said I was down against him yet.
No,
Yes,
I'm not.
he has crossed my boundaries. Yes,
I'm just explaining that I think that he's been wrapped
absolutely
by felony charges.
I am absolutely questioning that, but you know, I'm not going to say this is my opinion on something and put my fucking stamp on it until I feel in my heart that it's
time to do that. Right. Well, and I don't know that we'll ever get the answer, because when the government does dirty shit behind the scenes with their snitches and their bitches and their people that they have full control of,
I know.
You sometimes you never find out. You remember Chip?
But listen, you know,
and I can prove everything. I've never said nothing on this platform that I can't prove. And I can prove everything. I've never said nothing on this platform that I can't prove. And I can prove everything. And I can prove everything. I've never said nothing on this platform that I can't prove. And I can prove everything.
Oh, really? Then prove it, bitch. Prove that Finkel is somehow working for Meade County. You never say anything you can't prove. Prove that, motherfucker. You're out there slandering Finkel. Oh, there's Muckster white knighting for his friend again. Well, you know what? I don't know if you, I wouldn't call it white knighting. To me, white knighting is when somebody just goes and takes somebody's side just for the hell of it. Oh, he's protecting women. It's not white knighting whenever you're sticking up for a friend because someone is lying about him, right? You know? And I do stick up for my friends, unlike some of you people out there in the YouTube world who only stick up for people when they're paying you. I can prove everything. I can prove anything. I never say anything I can't prove. Well, prove this, asshole. Prove it. You've said several times that Finkel is somehow under Meade County's thumb. Where's the fucking proof? Excuse me. Will I see if this text is important? Nah, it's only Finkel. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Let's hit the main points. Chris Reiter's a fucking liar. Chris Reiter's a bad boyfriend. Chris Reiter only cares about his fucking self. Everything's got to be about him. Anytime he goes on any panel, whatever you're talking about, it becomes about Chris Reiter, and it can't even be, guess what happened to me today? It's got to be, guess what Todd did 20 fucking years ago? Guess what JJ did last year? Nobody fucking cares anymore, Chris. Anyway, if I'll give you guys, if somebody asks, I'll drop the link if you want to come up and talk on this subject for a little bit. If not, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. But let me mention a couple other little housekeeping things. I've mentioned before, probably, I know Nerdy and Carrie know about it. Next Monday, 8 o'clock, we're going to do a movie night. Evan Costello meet Frankenstein. And also, I'll tell you something we're talking about. We're going to start trying to have panels on topics. And we might do a topic like, say, favorite 70s sitcoms or favorite songs about whatever. But when you see us doing something like that, if you see that we're doing a panel, and it's about 60s sci-fi movies or something. Don't come in here and try to get us talking about Todd or Chris or the whiny vet or nerdy wrestling polar bears. We're going to try to stick to topics when we have them, okay? It doesn't look like anybody is wanting to drop a link, so I'm going to get more text. Before I hang up, let me just see if anybody can I just say, you know, I have some good friends here on the Muckster channel. And yes, I'm calling it the Muckster channel. Fuck you guys. But I just want to say, you know, these friends are a bunch of assholes and I hate them. I just want to put that out there. We'll see y'all later. No, Carrie, I was just saying if somebody wanted to come up here and talk about Chris, that was the only link. But I'm out of here now. Enjoy. Yeah.
If you're still watching this, it means you have achieved a state of maximum focus, or you're just procrastinating. Either way, your reward is this: permission to close this app. Forget the drama. Go be the main character of your own much better movie. Seriously, log off. Love you, mean it. Cheerio, motherfuckers.